The Trilogy Podcast with Vin and Scott, putting the buff back in film buff.
Tril-Bit number 3. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Well, I've got Scott here as always, and
yes, of course,
Phil, our West Coast correspondent, joining us today on the East Coast, visiting.
Home
Good to see you,
for the
Phil.
holidays.
Hey guys,
Home
good
for
to
the
be here. Welcome to the party, pal.
All right. Both of you idiots think that it is a Christmas movie, Die Hard?
Of course it
Christmas
is.
movie, Die Hard.
The entire plot revolves around Christmas.
No, it really doesn't. No part of it involves
Why
around
is he there?
He wears a goddamn
Why
Santa
is he
hat
at the Nakatomi building at that time?
because it's Christmas.
Why is who? Why don't you give us a
Why
little
is
background?
John McClane
McClane.
at the Nakatomi Tower?
It's a Christmas party, yes?
Okay.
His wife's Christmas party. Okay.
Yes, but what's the larger reason that he's going to California? He's not from California, right? He's from New York.
He's a cop from New York.
He's being invited to come spend Christmas with his estranged wife who he hasn't seen in a long time.
Okay.
When you think about it, this movie is really about the American marriage.
Well,
And the sequel, the second one, tries to be as
you
well.
just answered your own question. It's about the American marriage, if anything, certainly not about Christmas. Because I think a Christmas movie, Scott,
Marriage
has
is
to
definitely
do-
about Christmas. Any
if you
relationship.
call something a Christmas movie, it must have to do with Christmas in some way. Not just be set in Christmas time.
The plot
during
revolves
Christmas.
around Christmas. They
No,
play Christmas
no,
music.
it doesn't. No
Yes,
themes
they
having to
do.
do with Christmas. It's an
Yes,
action.
there's so
The
many
song
things having
starts.
to do
What
with
song
Christmas.
is playing at the beginning of that movie, Phil?
Oh, fucking.
Setting, dressing. That doesn't mean anything. What
Let It
song's
Snow.
playing.
Let It Snow is playing right at the beginning of the movie.
It
Yes.
doesn't have to do with any conflicts regarding Christmas, any relationships regarding Christmas. It's an action film. It's a heist film.
That
Everybody
takes place on
talks about Christmas the whole movie.
Yeah,
Literally,
a thing can take
I have a
place.
machine gun now. Ho ho ho.
A thing can take place during a holiday and not be about that thing.
Listen, this. Let's just start with this.
Go ahead.
Okay, It's a Wonderful Life. Is that a Christmas movie?
No, because it doesn't take place on Christmas. It does take place.
How much of that movie takes place on Christmas? Like 15 minutes,
But
20
then that's
minutes?
like saying The Godfather is a Christmas movie because, like, at one point he's going shopping on Christmas.
Thank you, Phil. Great.
Yeah,
Oh,
except
no!
that
My side.
except you're backing up my point, which is the entirety of Die Hard happens on Christmas.
Oh yes, there it is.
That's
But
my
the
point.
movie
It's a
isn't
Wonderful
about
Life is
the
his
holiday.
entire life,
To call
and then
something a Christmas movie, the movie must be about that holiday.
So-
This movie is not about the holiday. It's just set during the holiday. That's two very
hold on a
separate
second.
things.
We have Scott saying that.
But I think that makes it a Christmas movie.
Is
enough.
E.T. a Halloween movie? It's set during Halloween. In fact, they go trick or treating. No, it's a sci-fi movie.
it's a Thanksgiving movie.
What are you talking about?
'Cause
There
it
are
is-
no Thanksgiving movies.
That's not true.
As we
That's not
established
true
in
at
the
all.
last Tril-Bit,
The Godfather's a Thanksgiving movie.
have you lost your mind?
It's about family and being.
Scott thinks that Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is a Thanksgiving movie,
It
but
totally
it's
is.
not.
It is.
It
totally
just
is.
said-
Why the fuck
during-
isn't it?
It just set during
See,
Thanksgiving.
this
Yes.
is my point. But the plot revolves around Thanksgiving.
But he could be trying to get home for Christmas, Easter,
It's about the point of
Arbor
the
But he's
Day.
not. He's trying to get home for Thanksgiving.
But it has to
on
be
the
about
busiest travel day of
Thanksgiving.
the year. That's the point. That's why it's so
And
hard for him
after
to get
all that,
around.
He lets
Okay,
them to his
now-
home as an extension of like that sort of welcome. You know, like I'm grateful for our relationship. Let's celebrate Thanksgiving together at the end of a Thanksgiving movie.
You know what? It happens in the last 10 minutes, Phil, so I can't give you that. But what I will give you, Scott, is the idea that it's the busiest travel day of the year. I never figured in the idea that part of the trouble with the transportation is because of the holiday. I hadn't really thought of that. All right.
Yeah.
I'll give you a little more on that for planes, trains, and automobiles.
But
But
similarly,
nothing on
Die Hard.
No.
It's
Die
a
Hard
Christmas
is
movie.
about
No.
him coming
No.
together with his wife. He's
Yes.
he's worried
And
about
what
it
does it have to do with Christmas?
because that's the whole reason why he's coming is for
Together with his
Christmas,
wife.
so he can see his kids. She doesn't really want to see him. She's
Okay.
inviting him there. She doesn't want to come there.
So with that rationale, then, Die Hard 2 is a Christmas
It's also a
movie.
Christmas
Yes,
movie.
absolutely.
But the kids have nothing to do with Die Hard 2. They're not even mentioned.
They're at home.
They're not even mentioned.
It's not about
nothing.
them. It's about the two of them.
Yeah,
It's about
sorry.
the guy
But there
has to
are
become that
Christmas
guy.
movies that happen on Christmas that don't include Santa Claus and stuff like that.
Yes.
Right? And those are Christmas movies. They just happen to happen on Christmas.
No, they're not. They have to do with the holiday.
Die Hard is
Name
about the
ano-
holiday.
Okay, but I'm saying by your logic, right, that like he could have been. It doesn't matter that it's Christmas, right? It could have been any reason that he's going there. All right, then Jingle All the Way isn't a Christmas movie because he could have been getting him a toy for his birthday or his bar mitzvah
No, but it's
or
mentioned
whatever.
in the
It
movie
doesn't
that it's
matter.
Clearly
Yeah.
part of the whole rush for Christmas to get that one big toy. That's a phenomenon specific to Christmas, man. Come on.
Sure.
Don't play.
So
me
is
like a fool.
going home
Don't
and
play me
being
like
with
a
your
fool.
family
Also,
on
redemption.
Christmas.
Lest we forget Reginald Bell Johnson as the cop that shot a kid and then had to redeem himself by saving the day at the last minute.
He shot a kid. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He shot a kid.
He shot a kid.
Oh yeah, I
He
forgot.
has a whole conversation where he's like, he had a plastic gun. It looked real enough.
That's right. I forgot.
And
Which
so
I always
this-
think is such like
Truth
a
be
whoa,
told, guys. Truth be told,
line.
guys. I don't really like the first Die Hard very much. I like Die Hard 2 better. What?
Wow, you're
What?
crazy.
Wow.
We'll never talk
Wow.
about it because it's not a trilogy.
might.
But I like 2 much better. I don't
No,
even
fuck
like
that.
1.
It's
We'll
totally
talk about
true.
I don't
we'll
like
talk
1
about breaking
because
the
the
rules.
2 FBI twins with their funny
No.
names ruin it. Their comedy
Johnson
where
and
there should
Johnson.
be comedy. They're
Johnson and Johnson.
Yeah.
garbage. The one guy's the opera singer from the Goonies. It's ridiculous.
He's
Gonna need some more FBI guys, I guess.
You know what? I like Reginald Bell Johnson. Don't get me wrong.
He's great.
They briefly show him in the better Die Hard 2 eating a Twinkie,
Yeah.
looking up some fingerprints.
I love
Yeah.
him.
Well, that's what he faxes him, right?
Yeah.
And he has that great line.
Just the facts, man. Shows
Ugh.
the finger, the ring.
Yeah.
Just the facts.
I've
man.
seen 2 probably 35 times, and I've seen 1 5 times.
That's crazy.
I don't know. That's
first
one of those
one
weird
is
things
so
where
much
somehow
better.
when it talks. But look, I'm older than you guys, right? So when I was kind of in the wheelhouse of action movies, like 2 is a couple of years later. I was a little slightly too young to see the first one when it came out in the movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I
So-
didn't really get Bruce Willis yet. I was more in like 4th or 5th grade. I don't know.
Yeah.
So maybe that comes back to kind of what your deal, Scott, where the first one you see kind of has a little more weight.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
guess
hate to
so.
reference your imbecilic love of 2, Back to the Future 2 over 1, which has
That
You
never
only
made
bring
sense.
it up
Great
every
sequel.
time
Which is,
you get a
I'll
chance.
always
Sequel of
fucking.
Empire.
It's been bullshit since the first trilogy.
But the
thought.
second
No.
the second Die Hard is essentially an entire ripoff of the first one,
Yeah.
including
Nope.
the fact
In
that
what
it takes
way?
place on Christmas.
Are you kidding me?
He literally says multiple times, "How can this keep happening
Yeah,
to the
just
same
drama.
guy
Just
in the same?"
drama.
And but all you're doing is bringing up the fact that it's improbable that the same guy would be caught
much
in that
more
same
interesting
situation.
than the Nakatomi Tower. You got he's going underground with the retarded guy Marv. You got the explosion with the grenades. He's flying up.
I
in
don't
the
think
air.
it's the worst movie ever made. I
Come
mean,
on.
it's definitely better than the one they just made. 5
Noriega's
was
in it.
terrible.
Noriega has a cameo.
Yeah,
That
it's
was
good.
actually
It's
Noriega,
fine,
wasn't
but
it?
it's not Die Hard 1. Die Hard 1 is the
Yeah,
best.
fucking
Die Hard
naked
1 was
what's-his-face,
like set the
doing
bar for
yoga
every
with
other
the
action
devil
movie
Only
after that
since
for
the
years to
internet has come
come.
out and people have tried to be all clever, has anyone thought of this movie as a Christmas movie?
Yes.
You know what
Before
fine.
it, no one's like, oh,
in the
name
DNA of the movie.
name 20 Christmas movies. No one's going Die Hard.
Yeah.
Only since the meme came out do
No.
people believe this.
I've always been a believer of this because my father is
because
a
you've always
believer
been
of
Yes.
the
this.
internet. There's
And also
no
the
ways-
visual motif.
Because
of
my
John
dad
McClane.
likes to watch Die Hard on Christmas, and I think that should be allowed.
Yeah. John McClane's
Hey,
color
no
palette
one's disallowing it.
is he's got a white shirt, black pants, and he's covered in blood. That's Santa Claus colors. That guy is the Santa Claus of
come
the
on.
universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't
That's right.
exactly agree with that point,
That's the-
but,
that's like, you know,
but it
it
supports
were a
my
gritty-
case. So.
Attention, whoever you are, this channel is reserved for emergency calls only.
No fucking shit, lady! Do I sound like I'm ordering a pizza?
But wait a second. If Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and Die Hard 2 is a Christmas movie, then Die Hard 3
Doesn't take place
is a
during Christmas.
4th of July movie.
You see what I'm talking about? It doesn't make any sense.
They are all holiday movies.
Right, but the plot
takes
is not
place during the
revolving
4th of
around
July?
4th of July.
That doesn't. Oh, that's the fourth.
I don't think there's anything as
That's the
such thing as a
fourth
That's
one.
the fourth
yeah,
one.
for
There's
sure.
no such thing as a 4th of July movie.
Die Hard 4.
No,
God
movie
damn
that
it.
just has to do with the 4th of July. Maybe Born on the 4th of July.
It's right in the
4th of
title.
July. Yeah.
I
That's
mean-
about it.
Remind
Every
yourself of
holiday
the
doesn't
fourth-
have movies devoted to it.
No,
What's
I
an
know.
Easter
Independence
movie?
Day. Independence
Is
Day.
There
there-
is
is there
that.
an
They just
Easter
made that
movie?
stupid rabbit movie, right, for Easter. I forget what the hell, Hop or Paws or some shit.
Harvey?
Hop.
Harvey's-
No, Harvey, sure. Yes.
Jesus Christ Superstar is a Easter movie
Well, in a way.
in a way.
So it's
Happy
Godspell.
Easter, everyone.
The Passion of the Christ.
You know, if you're religious, any movie that involves Jesus is an Easter movie.
That's true.
In a way.
Not if
Way
it's
to
his
bring it down,
birth.
Vin, by talking about religion.
But if it's his birth, that would clearly be a
There are
Christmas
rarely
movie.
any Christmas movies that have to do with Jesus.
I think anytime you show Jesus'
You're
birth
right,
in a
you never
movie,
see a movie with like the manger scene and it's taken seriously.
You don't see anything of like fucking Joseph being like, Jesus, this girl's pregnant. What am I gonna do? I gotta find a place. What's going on here?
Oh, Phil.
Is that my kid? I don't care. You know what? I love her enough.
Is
I
really
love
a
her
barn the most sanitary, safest place to go? Or there's
no,
the
I
only
mean they
place to
wanted
go.
to go to the inn, but they
I
were
mean,
like,
it's-
nah, we don't take pregnant
Those are really
bitches.
two extremes.
Yeah.
The inn and a dirty barn. No neighbor. You
I'm
could
sick
knock
of
that
looking.
door.
This is where we're
he's
staying.
like
We're
rich
done.
All of you relax. This is a matter of inconvenient timing. That's all.
Villains
Maybe
never
Santa
really
Claus.
reference the holiday, do they? Do they ever say anything? He says ho 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 in the one scene. It takes place during a Christmas party. There's no other references to it. There's nothing else to it.
Now I have a machine gun. Her.
Yeah, he's-
Her.
FYI, forget it.
Well, he pretends to be Bill Clay.
Bill Clay.
I'm Bill Clay.
Again,
And
there are
he's
many examples
pretending
of
to be
other
an office
movies that
worker.
take place during a
Oh God!
holiday.
Oh God! Oh God!
There are other movies that take place during a holiday where you wouldn't associate that movie with the holiday, right?
Yeah.
I mean, right?
Right.
Well, like some people think, what should we call it? What's that one? Fuck me. What is that movie with all the stars in it? It's like people consider it a Christmas movie.
Oh, Love Actually.
Love Actually.
What?
Yeah, people consider that a because it happens on Christmas. And that's like
designated
officially a
Christmas
Christmas
Are
movie.
you kidding me?
Oh yeah.
See, this
fuck
is
it.
what I'm
It has
saying.
nothing to
Once
do
we're
with
allowing
Christmas.
movies like that to be a Christmas movie,
We've loosened
why
the canon
can't
a bit.
Die Hard be a
Oh,
Christmas
Die Hard
movie?
is a Christmas movie in the canon.
That's
Canon
outrageous.
Christmas movie.
Outrageous.
And while we're at it, if you're gonna accuse me of just being reading the memes and putting it out there,
Yeah.
Lethal Weapon is also a Christmas movie.
That's
What are
right.
you talking
That's
about?
The first
right.
Lethal Weapon happens entirely on Christmas.
Well, there's one.
Well, not on the whole day,
the
but
one
during
main
the
scene
Christmas
where they show
season.
he's crazy takes
Because
place-
Shane Black won't stop writing movies about
Look,
Christmas.
there's one significant scene early
Whoa,
on with the
whoa.
buying of the Christmas tree where he guns down the guy, the whole
Right.
thing that shows he's crazy.
Can we
But
address-
after that, there's no.
At the end, Christmas music plays. They got the tree up. He goes over for Christmas
Fuck
dinner.
off. No way, man. It doesn't make it a Christmas
Can we
movie.
address
Put some
Shane
all
Black's,
together.
Scott's issue with Shane
Iron
Black?
Man 3, written by Shane Black.
All right.
Christmas happens on
This is a
Christmas.
Christmas movie.
Absolutely.
movie.
What were the other Shane Black movies that were Christmas movies?
Iron Man 3, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that Nice Guys movie was a Christmas movie too. Happened on Christmas.
Possibly. But also-
Most of his work happens on Christmas. I read a whole interview with him. He's like, yeah, just like Christmas.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
See, this is where you get into the discussion of what constitutes a Christmas movie, really.
If there's a movie that has more than one genre, the one that overtakes the other is the genre that it's in. So I don't give a fuck. Maybe you can call it a Christmas movie, Iron Man 3, but it's a superhero movie. Done.
That's true.
Right.
Over and out.
Sure.
Sorry, Hans, wrong guess.
Would you like to go for double jeopardy where the scores can really change?
You
There's
really
a
haven't
certain-
proved, either of you, in any way that this movie is about Christmas. None of the themes of Christmas are explored during Die Hard, really, in any realistic way.
He
The
uses
history-
a bunch of puns. Christmas
history-
puns. Ho, ho, ho.
Fuck yeah.
Now I have a machine gun.
Okay, but how
It's
would the
pretty
movie
well
been-
represented
How
throughout
would
the
the
whole
movie have
movie.
been really any different if it had not taken place in Christmas? Instead of saying ho ho, he would have been like, "Hey asshole."
All the charm of the movie would have been
Oh,
pulled
yeah,
out.
Really? Do you think
Yeah.
so? Be honest. Really think within your heart. Look deep. Is the charm of that movie really going to be taken away?
Christmas
Yes.
is a huge part of that movie.
Absolutely,
That's
because
what
he
I'm saying. If
wouldn't
you
be
took
there
it out
the
of
other day.
Christmas, it's
What
not as
about if
good.
it was, say, Secretary's Day, and that's why there was a party in the Nakatomi
Why would he
Towers?
fly the fuck to
He wouldn't
California
go.
for a
That wouldn't make
Secretary's Day?
sense.
He wouldn't do that.
Right off the
I'm
bat,
just
that
trying to
wouldn't
think
make
of another
sense.
holiday in the office.
He's like,
No.
yeah, let me get a day. Hey, pal, can I get a day off?
So there's
for
no other
Secretary's
situation
Day
in
California.
It's a bullshit holiday,
It's a
but
bullshit holiday, but I gotta talk to my wife.
she
Hey,
changed her
there's
last
a-
name, so I got to do something. I don't. Going to the coast.
Secretary's Day. Hey, we'll have fun. I mean, in layman's
Trying to
terms,
save his family on Christmas. What could
But
be more Christmas?
This debate will be discussed for many years, I'm sure. But until then, you can reach out to us at feedback@trilogypodcast.com. Once we check it, which we eventually will, I'm sure we'll have much to say on the subject. Please weigh in. Weigh in. Is Die Hard really a Christmas movie? This has been a Trilogy Podcast, Tril-Bit, and have a good Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Lights are turning way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight.